Hey, I'm Michael from YoungArchitect.com, and I want to help you understand more about NCARB's policies around retaking the architect exam. This is a topic that there's always a lot of confusion and questions about, and it's pretty simple and straightforward, and I want to help you understand it better. So let's jump over and take a look at a calendar together. The first thing you need to know is there's a thing called the 5-year rolling clock. What the 5-year rolling clock means is that from the day that you pass your very first exam, it will put an expiration date on that exam for 5 years from that date that you made that first pass. And now you have 5 years to complete the rest of your architect exams. Whatever remaining exams are, you got to get the rest of them done now within a 5-year time frame. So you have to complete all 6 ARI 5.0 exams within 5 years. If you don't complete them within 5 years, that first exam that you passed, it will expire and you will have to retake it. So all exams have to be passed within 5-year time frame. So where do you find your 5-year rolling clock? I would say look inside my NCARB and I'd poke around in there. I grabbed this graphic from someone else's. This is someone who had completed all of their exams within a 5-year time frame. They got them all done. So they're done. Their rolling clock is done. However, let's say they still had one test left to pass. What this would say is right in here in real big letters, it'll say like 3.5 years. It will tell you how much time you have left to complete all of the rest of the exams. So take a look and poke around inside my NCARB. All right, next thing you need to know is that if you don't pass an exam, you have to wait 60 days. 60 days from the day that you took that test until you can retake that test. So what does that look like? Let me give you an example. So let's say you take your first exam. I'm going to use a weird date here. So let's use, February 23rd. February 23rd, you took, PCM, and you did not pass PCM. You have to now wait 60 days. So I'm not counting days. Let's just hope that they work. The next time you could retake PCM would be on April 23rd, maybe a day or two later, as long as it's been 60 days. Now, this is the part where everyone gets really confused about. Now, let's say you didn't pass PCM the second time. You got to wait 60 days again. So here you go, there's the 23rd, June 23rd, you could retake it for the third time. Now, what really confuses people is there's a rule that you can take an exam 3 times in 12 months. In 12 months, you can take a test. So you failed it once, second, third time. Now you cannot retake PCM until February 23rd or after that time frame. 12 months. You can only fail an exam 3 times in a 12-month time frame. I think where people are getting confused with this is we're confusing 12 months with calendar years. Someone will, fail 2 exams. They failed it in October and then again in December in 2022. And now we're in 2023 and they think that they can take it 3 times in 2023 when actually, no, if you don't pass it the third time, you'd actually have to wait again until October. So keep that in mind. It's 12 months, 3 times in 12 months. All right, and then the last thing to discuss is you guys have to realize that every single jurisdiction, there's 55 of them, can make their own rules when it comes to getting licensed. NCARB's job is to help you understand what the rules are in one state versus another state and how do we operate within that framework. And there's one state that jumps out at me that has an extra rule around this stuff, and that's Arizona. Shout out to my friends in Arizona. Arizona made this silly rule, and they said from the moment they give you permission to start taking the architect exams, you have 2 years. 2 years to pass your very first architect exam. And if you don't pass within the first 2 years, they essentially kick you out of their system and they pretend they don't know who you are and you got to resubmit all your paperwork and reapply to take the architect exam. I wish they would get rid of this rule, but if this happens to you with the state of Arizona, I would just contact them and complain and talk about how it's a hardship and you've already, what happened. And most of the time, they'll work with you and fix this clerical error but I wish they'd get rid of it. But keep that in mind if you're in Arizona. So there you have it. You got a 5-year rolling clock. You got to wait 60 days to retake a test, and you take an exam 3 times within a 12-month time frame. And if you live in Arizona, make sure you pass your first exam within the first 2 years. All right, friends, I hope you have a great day. Good luck with everything. Take care.